Good morning, yogis, as you arrive. Ah. Mhm. Hello, Kathy. Nice to see you this morning. As we settle in, uh, kind of a humid day, so we won't move too quickly. I don't want to get you all. Good morning, Val. All sweaty too much, and we'll have some nice movement. There was something I was going to do. All right, I know. I'll be right back. Hi, Tim. Great. Good morning, Tim. Nice to see you. I'm in a good mood this morning. Kind of nice. And I can't believe it's Friday. I kind of lose touch with what day or date it is. Hold on. It is June 5th. Woohoo! Wow, we are just cruising along. So as we begin today, another opportunity, I love it, just to drop into ourselves, come back to our bodies, right? We spend so much time in our minds, in that wild mind, thinking and planning and doing and obsessing and feeling anxiousness or fear or anger or resentment. I mean, all of these emotions that arise, and nothing wrong with having these emotions arise. It's that ability to recognize, to ability to look, and then also to let go, right? So that we don't stay stuck there and feeding negativity. I love that. You can feed that negativity and bring life to it, or you can, observe it, look at it, understand it, and then kind of release it so that you can move into a space of, yes, being positive, but also in your truth, right? I try to be very positive, and at times that doesn't mean that I don't feel sadness or I struggle with trying to figure out and understand things, but it's very important that we don't allow that to take us down, and we stay in a place of loving kindness to ourselves as we go through different emotions. And I always love, we do not have to do this alone. We can reach out and talk to friends. We can talk to our yoga teacher. We can, always ask for help. I always say we don't have to go through these experiences of life all by ourselves, creating a space of separation. As we are all one, right? We are all searching and on this path looking for contentment and peace and ease, right? Some sense of ease in our hearts and our lives. So today, as we begin, just allow yourself to drop in. Whatever seat feels comfortable to you. You can even begin laying down. I love this opportunity, our home practice. I was just talking to somebody on the phone earlier. There's nobody else around us. That self-consciousness of judgment that comes in, we can release, and we can really explore our breath, our connection, our bodies, right? And what we need and how we need to take care of ourselves. So as we explore today this first seat, it can be your seat, cross-legged, Baddha Konasana, laying down. You might even find you end up sitting in a chair and then coming back to the floor work. So just taking a moment here and just settling, quieting the mind, and dropping into the space inside of us, this soft, loving, kind place. And just let yourself relax into it. Let your facial muscles relax, all the bits and pieces. Let the shoulders melt down the back of the body, creating a little space into the neck. And let's just move a little bit. Yeah, coming into this present moment. Move that head. Yeah, and then let these shoulders just kind of reach up towards the ears softly, and then just down the back of the body, you'll feel that heart space open. And just notice the breath. Notice wherever it is in your body. Let it soften. And also, as we focus in towards the breath, as we relax the breath, we're also taking a little bit of that kind of control of that prana, that energy, having it instead of all over the place, up in our heads and out into the other room, bringing that energy, focusing it in. And for me, bringing that energy into my heart, into my love space, right? And just breathing in, just notice. Say to yourself, breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. Thich Nhat Hanh, right, teaches us the simplicity of breath. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. In, out. As the in-breath grows deep, the out-breath grows slow. Breathing in makes me calm. You can say this to yourself. Breathing in makes me calm. Breathing out makes me ease. In, out. With the in-breath, I smile. With the out-breath, I release. In-breath, I smile. And that out-breath, I release. In, out. And breathing in, there is only this present moment. And breathing out, this present moment is a wonderful moment. Breathing into this present moment. Breathing out how beautiful this present moment is. In, out. As we bring our palms together at our heart center, just pausing as we drop our heads down to our hearts, endlessly moving from that external world down into the world of love, of kindness. Feel that space there, maybe setting an intention for your practice today. Maybe just that intention to stay present as you breathe in to this moment, the only moment we have. And breathe out, just realizing how beautiful each moment is. Take a nice inhale. Just softly lift your head and exhale out through your mouth. And inhale together for Om. And from here, we're going to just lift our head, sit a little taller if you like. Just come up to a seat. If you were laying down, you can cross your legs. You can bring your legs in any shape that feels right to you. And we're going to take these arms, we're going to reach them up to the sky. So get that nice big reach. And you're going to interlace your hands and then just turn them up to the sky and just rock a little bit side to side. I'm going to move back. So as you rock side to side, keeping the arms lifted and the hands interlaced, just notice how that feels. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Feel the navel lifting up, the sit bones dropping down. Beautiful, and then come back, find that center, release these hands. We're going to take that right hand to our left knee, and that left hand comes behind us. Take an inhale, grow long. And then exhale, just take that twist as you twist to the left, opening up the heart, and just relax that neck, relax those shoulders. Take a little time there. Again, we don't need to be pushy. We just want to kind of open up the heart, take this first twist, letting that navel draw in, the ribs, the chest, the shoulders move into the twist. Gaze softly moves over that left shoulder. One more breath. Love it. And then coming back through to center, take these arms, reach them up to the sky, and then cross over. Left hand to that right knee. Right hand comes behind. Take a nice inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And then exhale. Love it. One more breath here. And then exhale. And then from here, come back through to that center, to that neutral. And we're just going to begin to rock a little bit side to side here. Just notice how that feels. Nice little sway side to side. You might even hear the music in your head, right? Music then moving into your body. And just notice, maybe you can let your head go. We're rocking side to side. Take your time here, just drop into your groove, right? So difficult for us sometimes to just let go and just feel the beauty of this moment. Love it. And then from here, just take these hands, bring them down onto the earth in front of you. I often do this, just kind of deepening that cross of the legs if you're in that space, Sukhasana. You're going to notice that leg that's in front, that's a little deeper into that hip. So just be kind. You can also bring a block down in front of your feet to have a little bit more lift. Close this up. You can see me a little better. And just rock slightly side to side, yeah? Just opening up the hip space. And you might find you walk the hands out a little bit. Up to you. Beautiful, and then slowly from here, we're gonna walk back up. Perfect. We're gonna take these legs and we're gonna switch them. So just bring the opposite leg in front. You might take a little break there, stretch them out, up to you. And just get those sit bones kind of spreading again. And maybe you have a blanket underneath you to elevate your hips. That's beautiful, I love that. And then from here, we're going to take these arms back up to the sky. We're going to interlace those fingers again, but take a moment just to find that sort of awkward shape. If you can switch the fingers, it'll feel awkward, so take a moment, find that. And the stretch feels very different to me. I switch my fingers and I can just notice a little bit more tightness in one of my shoulders. So again, just find that rock side to side. Stay connected, stay easeful. And just be in this present moment again, this beautiful present moment. We're not overdoing, but we're also connected. We're not underdoing, right? And kind of just letting our minds wander away all the time. Just bring it back. Love it. And then from here, let the arms, let the fingers release. Take that left hand to that right knee, and right hand comes behind. Taking that same twist other direction, and then draw the navel in, open up that heart, and just let the shoulders relax down the back of the body. And just feel the breath there. Each time we repeat shapes, repeat poses, we get to visit them differently with a new space, new attitude. Beautiful. One more breath here. And then from here, we're going to take it a little differently. We're going to take that back hand and place it just a little bit more alongside. We're going to lengthen our spine, kind of releasing the twist slightly. And then we're going to draw ourselves slightly over that right knee. And then just let the head go. And then kind of move back into the twist a little bit. So you're rounding, belly's drawing in, kind of breathing into that back of the spine and shoulders, not pushy. You can always take this left hand, bring it down onto the earth if there's space there without straining. And then pause. Really endlessly finding that breath, letting it kind of feed your body, relax the muscles. One more breath. Beautiful. And then from here, very slowly lift the navel. We're going to slowly lift up, taking these arms, reaching them back up to the sky. Nice length. And then coming to the other side. Right hand, left knee. Left hand comes behind. Inhale, we grow long. And exhale, navel, ribs, chest, shoulders. Gaze over that left shoulder. And just breathe into this space. Feels so good. As you do this sort of damp, humid weather, just allowing that body some time to open. Be mindful of possible inflammation in our joints, so just taking your time to find these movements. One more breath here. And then taking that back hand, we're going to bring it down alongside us. We're going to come out of the twist a little bit. Take a breath for a long inhale. Reach over that left knee just a little bit, and then kind of tuck the chin around the spine and drop in. You'll notice this into the back of the right shoulder. You can always take that hand, that right hand, and bring it down onto the earth. And then just kind of lengthen slightly, draw the navel in, and then let that head drop down. Wherever you are, hand on the knee or hand onto the earth. We're breathing. We're releasing. As we take these stretches, these movements, this ability to connect with ourselves. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then ever so slowly lift the navel up. Kind of tuck the chin to support the movement. Taking these arms, reaching them back up to the sky. Nice big reach. And then from here, we're going to bring these hands back through the heart center and then down onto the earth. So other side, remember you switched your legs. So you're going to feel a little bit of that difference now for me in the opposite hip, my tighter hip. So just rock here slightly, side to side. Let yourself sway here. Good. Maybe walk out just a little bit more. 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. And then walking the hands back up. And we're going to move to tabletop, hands and knees position. So just take your time. You can always slide a blanket under your knees. And then from here, hands underneath the shoulders, spread the fingers, knees underneath the hips, long spine, tail behind you, crown of head in front. And then from here, we're going to take a nice inhale. We're going to move into that cow, but we're only going to curl the right toe under in this cow and let the heart open up. And breathe there. Yeah, right toes under. Just feel a little bit of that top of left foot pushing gently down into the earth. Beautiful. Now release that right foot. Move slowly into that cat pose, rounding the spine, tucking the chin, tucking the tail. Breathe there. Pause into that, spreading the shoulder blades. Maybe a little light rock side to side, shifting the weight. And then slowly coming back through into that cow pose again. Head lifts, tail lifts, but we're going to curl the left toes under. And then as you do, kind of lift that heart, lift the tail. Feel the practice. Go deeply into the practice. Not gripping into the physical poses, but releasing and feeling the body as it opens. Noticing the mind, if you can allow it to relax. And then very slowly lift the navel as we move into cat pose, releasing the toes, stretching the back of the body. And just breathing there, maybe a soft sway side to side as you open up the backs of the shoulder blades. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to come through to cow, but we're going to curl the toes under, lift the chest, open up that heart. And then exhale, release the toes, round the spine, push to the sky. And then inhale, come back through as you lift your heart, navel melts to the earth. And then exhale as you reach to the sky. One more like that. Inhale, curl the toes, lift the heart to that cow. Feels good. Just awakening the spine from sleep and then rounding through. Good. Now from here, we're going to walk the hands out a little bit further out in front. And then we're going to just sit back towards that child pose, but let the hips stay a little bit longer at first. Hands can come a little bit wider. And look, my sit bones are kind of lifting up to the sky. I'm just kind of massaging here a little bit, beginning to open up the shoulders, the heart center. The forehead might rest down to the earth, or you might even bring those forearms down. They don't have to be lifted. Keep the hips a little higher. One more breath here, feels good. And then ever so slowly, keep the hands out in front, so if your forearms are down, lift them up. We're going to slide forward to a knee down plank. So shift, let these wrists now be underneath the shoulder. And just take a little bit of time here, just kind of rocking the hips. It's slow. The navel is lifting up. We're not collapsing into the hips and taking this movement. There's that pelvic floor lifting and just a soft sway here. Good. Really connected, really considerate of your body. And then very slowly lift the navel a little bit more. Begin to push out of the hands. It's slow. And we're going to slide back towards that child. But this time let the knees come wide, toes towards each other, and sit back into that child's pose. And remember, modifications, you can always take a blanket behind the knees and have that support you a little bit more, especially if your knees bother you. And then just let yourself begin the journey of melting down here. Heart opens, chest releases, and we let go. See if you can feel the muscles of the back, the hips, the heart center, all of them just sort of letting go. I know it's such a cliche of a word, but the muscles relax as the mind relaxes. And then I always love to say, as those muscles relax, you kind of come into the truth of the stretch. One more breath here. Perfect. And then from here, we're going to come back up nice and slow, tabletop position. Knees come underneath those hips. We're going to round our spine, come into that cow again, curl the toes again. And then from here, we're going to sit back just to the heels, right? It doesn't have to be that far, but just the full foot, getting a stretch, hands kind of pushing the earth away here. Good. And if it's in your practice, if it feels right, you can always sit up onto the heels. It'll make it a little bit more intense. So just be really mindful of what it is you're searching for, right? I don't want you cutting off the energy, but kind of opening up the surface of the feet, even the calves, even the quads. So wherever you are, sitting up on the heels or down with arms down. 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. Perfect. And then from here, we're going to come back up, tabletop position, hands and knees. We're going to walk the hands out again, and we're going to slide forward to that knee down plank again. Release the toes, open up the heart. And then this time, we're going to let those hips dip a little bit, heart open, but we're going to bend the elbows, and we're going to roll down the front of our body. So as the elbows bend behind you, feel the front of your body, almost like the vertebrae are right on the front as you're rolling one down at a time. Beautiful. And then from here, just lift your heart, send it forward. And then exhale, release. Inhale, stay connected. This beautiful movement, Bhujangasana. Exhale, release. 1 more. Inhale, Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, release. Good. From here, we're going to take, and stay here for a moment, we're going to take the hands, bring them down alongside us. And we're going to take and rest that forehead down onto the top of the hands. Legs are nice and long. We're going to feel the lift of the pelvic floor, and we're going to lift this right leg off the earth. So nice kind of pointed foot if you can, if that feels all right. Lifting the belly, and stay long into the back of the body. I don't want you kind of crushing into the lower back. And yeah, we're breathing here for 5 more breaths. Feel nice energy, that leg. Feel the muscles into the back of the leg, the pelvic floor lifting, the shoulders can relax. Yes, 2 more breaths. 1 more breath, nice energy of the muscles, and then release. Whew. Now bend that leg, and just give that leg a little bit of a shake. A little bit of a rock side to side. Bring that right leg down. And then from here, again, let the forehead rest, lift the pelvic floor, and then lift that left leg. So we're hovering at a few inches off the earth. It doesn't need to be up here. That's not what we want. We want it a little lower and long. Engage the muscles of the quad. Lift the pelvic floor. And then we're going to take those breaths. Inhale and exhale. In and out. Breathing in, I am in that present moment. Breathing out, it is a beautiful moment. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then slowly release the leg. Should feel really good. Bend that knee and just let that leg rock a little bit. Good. Now, from here, we're going to take and possibly lift both legs. So from here, just let yourself kind of settle in. Really lift the pelvic floor. And we're not lifting very high. I want you just to hover them maybe an inch or 2 off the earth. No more, because I'm not there to tell you that you're going too high. I don't want this in your lower back. Just lift the legs, small hover. Feel length in the body. Feel the inner thighs, nice beautiful energy. Good. Feel the quad muscles working, the back muscles working. Beautiful. 1 more breath, you have this. And with the exhale, and just release. Should feel good. Now bend both knees. And just rock a little bit side to side. Really nice. Bring the hands back underneath your shoulders. From here, we're going to just lift that heart, peel it off the earth, and then sit back. Come back, tabletop position. This time, curl your toes under and move into that downward facing dog. Again, option here. You can slide blocks underneath your hands to get a little more lift in your dog. You can stay down in that kind of puppy dog pose, right? And take the pose here. You can leave the dogs out all together. Really up to you. Again, this home practice, that beautiful opportunity to just drop in deeply. Really connect to you and your self-care. So wherever you are, we're going to take 2 more breaths, inhales. And those exhales, let the head relax. Inhale. And those exhales. Beautiful. From here, we're going to make our way to the front of the mat. So however that is for you, just take lots of little steps or a couple of big steps. And when you arrive, let the feet be a little bit wider. And you can also slide a block down underneath your hands and just help yourself connect, right? So your arms aren't kind of dangling. Maybe you can find something that can support this. Feet are a little bit wider. And just rock side to side and begin to just let that same rocking action we found seated side to side at the waist. Shifting the weight between the feet. And letting that head go. Beautiful. Feel the breath, just let yourself go. Maybe as space comes, you can release the support a little lower, or maybe set it aside and just let the body drape fully. Let that mind stay present into the beauty of this moment. Breathing in, I am present. Breathing out, I let go. In and out. Beautiful. Now lift that belly button in and up. We're going to slide the hands up to the tops of those thighs, and we're going to draw that spine long. Consciously take the shoulders down away from the ears. Lift the belly, tail reaching behind you. Beautiful. Take another breath. Inhale. And then softly melt yourself forward again on that exhale. And from here, soften the knees a little bit more, but really lift that pelvic floor. And let the head be heavy. Tuck the chin and slowly roll yourself up for 5, 4, 3, 2, feels so good, and 1. At the top of that, eyes open, shoulders melt down the back of the body, and just feel as you stand, feet are a little bit wider into this nice Tadasana, this first standing pose. Let the heart open here, and then take these shoulders, we're just going to circle both of them one direction. Let the head relax. And then circle the other direction. Beautiful. Good. And then from here, take these arms, we're going to reach them out to the side. And again, we're going to interlace those fingers, reaching up to the sky. Yeah, relax the shoulders. And we're going to just rock a little bit side to side. Doesn't matter which, it's slow. Navel's lifting up. Opening up the hips. And one more. Perfect. Now release the hands, and we're going to take and turn the palms out. And we're going to kind of brush out, getting space into the shoulders, heart opens. Interlace the hands now behind you. Roll the shoulders once down the back of the body and open up this heart here. Feel the nice energy into the legs. Heart is open. Take your breath here. Inhales and exhales. Come into that heart space today. Each pose coming into sort of that connection with breath, with focus, with goodness, calming the mind. Beautiful. Now, from here, we're going to release these hands, bring them down alongside you. Bring the feet a little bit closer together. Yeah. So underneath the hips, underneath the knees, and sit into your chair here. So those legs again, as we sit into our chair, the sit bones sit back a little bit, and notice the weight a little bit shifting into the heels of the feet. Again, up to you how deeply you want to go. Arms kind of reaching out in front. There's this energy in the arms, but the shoulders are not up by the shoulders. They're dropping down. And just feel that lift of that pelvic floor. 2 more breaths. Yeah, working these legs, remember. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Now on that inhale, reach, reach, reach up to the sky. Open up that heart, legs long. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Beautiful. From here, we're going to take this right leg and we're going to step it back and we're going to move into warrior 1. Yeah, so that back foot, heel is on the earth, toes are turned out a little bit, and this right hip is rolling into neutral. See if you can find that left knee over the left ankle. Yeah, slight tuck of the tail. You'll feel that energy into the hips. And then take these arms, reach them up to the sky. Inhale. And then exhale. Again, inhale. Focusing in. Where can you let go? Where can you be present into the goodness of the moment, even with the effort? Beautiful. 1 more breath. Love it. Now, from here, we're going to take these hands. We're going to bring them down to our hips. We're going to open up that heart. And we're going to take this front leg and we're going to draw it long. And feel nice energy up through the legs. So again, these legs, strength here, but we're not collapsing into the hips. We're allowing that to come out of the earth, through the spine, up to the crown of the head. Now, take a breath. Inhale. Begin to hinge at the hips as you exhale, kind of reaching forward. And then the hands can melt down. They can either come onto the top of that thigh, or they can come down. You might have those blocks close by. Or you can bring the hands down to the earth. So whatever it is for you, really important that we don't overdo the stretch, taking it all of that right into the hamstring. I want you to remember this is also that spine. You can feel it. It's getting length. Those shoulders, that head. And feel from that back foot, it's connected. It's kind of reaching you forward. And then breathe here. Stretching out those legs that we did a nice half shalambhasana with when we were down on the mat. Now we get a nice stretch in them. Don't force it. Keep it kind. Beautiful. 1 more breath here. Love it. Now, from here, we're going to take and bend this front knee. And we're going to come back up. So you can come back up the same way. Hands can always come to the thigh, or you can sweep the arms up, coming back to that warrior 1. Inhale, bend that front knee, and exhale. Love it. Now from here, we're going to open warrior 2. So that back foot opens up a little bit. This front knee and over that ankle. The hips are opening, and there's a nice kind of slight tuck of the tailbone under. Take these arms out. Warrior 2. Yeah. Strong warrior. Kind of narrow, you're low. Gazing out in front. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Love it. Now, from here, we're going to take this back hand and we're just going to wrap it into our lower back, palm facing out, shoulder opens up, feel that space. And then this front hand, turn it up. But today, let's bring it onto our hearts. We did this a little bit earlier in the week. And then I just want you to lean over to the side and then gaze softly up and then relax the shoulders, yeah? Breathe here. Find that sweetness, that sort of gesture of just all about the heart. Beautiful. 1 more breath. And then unravel, open these arms back up. to that T. Feel the heart opening. Good. And then from here, we're going to take and turn that front foot in. We're in that nice wide stance that I love. And then we're going to reach the arms kind of into that number 5, or I always think of a starfish, right? So really kind of stretching and opening, feeling this kind of wave of energy through the whole body. Explore it. Take another breath and stretching those arms, stretching the legs, feeling that nice positive energy. Good. And then from here, hands come back to the hips. Take a nice little hinge here. Soften the knees ever so slightly, but lift the inner thighs and let yourself melt. And here is again another opportunity to bring that block in. All I'm doing is asking you to move, but to explore the practice for you. So you might arrive and just shift and wave a little bit. Yeah, you might bring the hands down a little lower. Just notice where you can let the head go, let it release. Rocking side to side. Coming into stillness, whatever it is for you, just explore the shape. Beautiful, one more breath. And then ever so slowly from here, we're going to take and walk the hands back around to the front. So now we're in a lunge. Yeah. Find that lunge. Hands can be on the blocks or on the earth. Take your breath. Find a nice inhale here. And then bring that right knee down on that exhale. And we're going to just slowly extend that left leg. So again, just stretching out that front leg. Doesn't need to be big. 2 more breaths, not forcing. 1 more breath. And then slow that left foot comes back down onto the earth. We're going to lift this right knee back up and we're going to step forward. Yeah? Hands to the thighs or the shins, half lift. Remember this, shoulders down, away from the ears. And then deeply melt here. Should feel good. Forward fold. And again, just let yourself sway a little bit side to side. Maybe the feet are a little bit closer together. Up to you. They can always stay a little wider. Feels good. Just again, as the body moves, as we open it up. Get the blood flowing to let any inflammation begin to move out of our bodies. One more breath just like this. And then just lift the navel in and up, tuck the chin again. Really allow this to take some time to come up for the count of 5. Head is heavy. 4, arms are heavy. 3, 2. Beautiful. And that 1 as your heart opens back up, shoulders melt down the back of the body. Eyes are open. Just feel that beautiful space of your Tadasana. Feel your body again. Subtle practice today that I'm asking you to drop in. Notice how everything feels on the heart. Take these arms, reach them up to the sky. Again, we're going to interlace the fingers again, but try again, switching that lace. Reach the arms back up to the sky. Notice how it feels when you switch to your non-habitual way. And just find a little bit of movement, your movement. Beautiful. Good. And then from here, we're going to let these arms just very slowly, they're going to release, come out, reach nice and long, and again, interlace the hands behind you, switch the finger that's on top, roll the shoulders once, and down the back of the body, opening up that heart. Should feel good. And again, just make it yours. Nice soft movement of the neck, the shoulders. Beautiful. Release the arms here. Feet can come a little bit more underneath you. sit back into that chair. And again, this chair can be whatever you want it to be. So maybe it's not very deep. Maybe the hands are at the hips. Maybe you're in that mood to really go deep here, sitting back a little bit further, lifting the navel. 2 more breaths wherever you are. I'm going to kind of go halfway between all of that. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Capture that inhale. Reach up to the sky. Open up that heart. Hands come to your heart center. Exhale. Now, from here, coming to the other side, we're going to take that left leg and just find your way. We're going to step it back, finding that warrior 1. Yeah, so the right toes are facing forward. The back toes, they're at a little bit of an angle. I always kind of think about a face of a clock. If I'm looking at 12 on this left foot, the toes are at around 10 o'clock, and that just kind of naturally allows that left hip to roll into neutral. So we call it a closed hip warrior in yoga. And then let the arms reach up to the sky, or you can always keep them down at the hips, up to you. Find your breath here, relax into it, focus. Yeah, working the legs a little bit. 1 more breath here. Perfect. Now, arms can stay lifted or they can come to your hips. We're going to take that front leg and we're going to reach it long. So we're kind of pushing out of the earth, lifting up through the waist to the crown of the head. I want you to kind of feel that energy. So we're not just straightening it and gripping into our hips. There's all of this good energy there. And then from here, just slowly lift the navel and begin to fold forward. That right hip, it doesn't roll forward, it stays reaching back. Hands can always come to the top of that right thigh, helping you slide down. Let's just not land on the knee at all. Hands can always then come down to the earth or the blocks. Just take a little breath here. Inhales and exhales. Let yourself release. So those blocks keep you a little higher. We want to create space that you can move into that ease. Two more breaths. Beautiful. 1 more breath. Feels really nice. Now from here, bend that front knee and coming back up. Options, you can sweep the arms out in front or you can bring the hands back to that right thigh and just kind of help yourself back up. Good. And then from here, open to warrior 2. Shifting the back leg comes a little bit longer. The hips begin to open. Right knee facing the same direction as those toes. And a nice little tuck of the sit bone. Arms reach out. And settle in for just a few breaths here. Again, feel that energy through the legs to the crown of the head. And we're not collapsing into any part of our body. There's this lifting and heart opening. 1 more breath. Let that back hand, just let it wrap in. Palm can face out. Front hand, turn the palm up. Feel that nice energy, but bring this palm, bring it down onto your heart center. And then from here, we're just leaning to the side a little bit. So keeping the shoulders in line with one another and leaning back, but not back into the spine, back over that back leg. You might just bow your head a little bit and just pause here. Again, feeling everything, tapping into the goodness. Feel the breath, feel the balance. Maybe even smile with the corners of your lips. Just lift up, breathing in. I smile. Breathing out. I release. Love it. And then from here, coming back to that warrior 2. And again, we're going to turn those front toes in. And as we do, we're going to move back into that starfish or that number 5. Maybe starfish is a little too silly for you, but I love it. That visual as they kind of move their limbs, their tentacles, and open up that heart space. Feel the breath here. 2 more. The inhale's expanding you, opening you. The exhale's just letting you release into that space. 1 more. Beautiful. Now, here's that option to fold forward. Hands can come to the hips or keep them open. Lengthen the spine. Soften the knees a little bit, but lift the inner thighs. Hands come down, maybe to the blocks or the earth, whatever it is for you. And then explore it. So for me, I feel like a little bit of movement today, that swaying side to side. Make it all about you. Perfect. One more breath here. Feel the inhale. Let the exhale soften and release you. And then walking the hands back around to the front over that right foot. And then from here, you're in that lunge. Take a nice inhale and an exhale. And then let that left foot come down, left knee, come down to the earth. And then from here, just slowly extend that right leg a little bit. Just keep it soft. My right knee, you can see it's a little bent. Just feeling the whole part of this pose, the length up the back of the leg and up the spine as well. Two more breaths, just let go. One more breath. Beautiful. Now bring this front foot back down onto the earth, coming back towards that lunge. But from here, we're going to take option to step back to a downward facing dog, or slide that right foot back and come into puppy dog or child's pose. Toes might turn under, up to you. Puppy dog, the hips are a little bit higher, the heart melts down to the earth, let the head go. Or downward facing dog. Just taking a few breaths. Wherever you are, just notice the mellowness, hopefully, of your mind, the mellowness of your practice today. Beautiful. Taking a breath in through the nose for all of us, out through the mouth as you exhale. And again, inhale. And then exhale. And ever so slowly, bring these knees down to the earth. And we're going to wrap our legs around and we're going to move onto our backs. So just finding your way down onto the earth, onto your backs. If you have a towel or some type of a bolster, we're going to place that underneath our lower backs here. So as we come down onto the earth, knees are bent, and we're going to slide that prop underneath kind of our sacrum area, which is at the base of the spine, and then allow yourself to rest on it. It feels good. So it's a supported bridge pose. Just let yourself release here. Knees might come together. Feet might separate a little bit. And just take that pause, the support underneath the back. And you might find you have two rolled blankets underneath your back. That's nice as well. Just honor your body. Let the palms turn up, let the heart open. And just pause here. Feel the breath running through your body. Breathing in, nice smile. Breathing out, and let go. In, and out. Beautiful. From here, we're going to take this right knee, draw it into our chest, and again, you're up on hopefully a soft prop here, and you'll just notice as you draw in, there's a little shift of that lower back, and you get a little space into it. Yeah, it should feel nice. And then just make a nice circle here of that right hip, one direction. Good. And then the other. Perfect. Nice. And then from here, we're going to take that right ankle, cross it over that left knee. And here's the option. Stay right where you are, or you can draw the knees into the chest. And with that nice prop, that rolled blanket or bolster underneath your lower back, this should feel kind of nice, a little bit of ease to the stretch. Opening up that right hip. Let the neck be long, let the shoulders be soft. A little slight flexion of the feet just to keep that nice alignment, knee to hip. Feels good. Another option here, if your legs are drawn in, you can always extend that left leg to the sky, maybe even circle the ankle. And then switch directions. Nice. And then again, you might bend that knee, take a breath here, inhale, maybe draw in softly a little bit more with that exhale. And just pause there. Feels really good. Stretching out those legs. And then ever so slowly, as you release, if that foot is raised, bring it back down. And then bring that right foot back down to the earth. And just rock the knees slow, a little bit side to side, being mindful of your back. And if you need to, kind of shift your prop, making sure, again, it's at the base of the spine, where there's a little bit of that, there is a disc right there, that sacrum area, and then draw that left knee into the chest, give it a hug, and again, as you do this, kind of notice how that spine kind of relaxes, the support of the blanket, cushion, sort of helps that tilt, feels good, hopefully, and then begin to make some nice circles, one direction. And then the other. Love it. And then from here, we're going to take that left ankle, cross it over that right knee. And then again, that option, just stay right here. Notice what your body needs, how that hip feels. And then possibly, if it feels right, you can always take these hands, slide them behind that right leg, drawing in. So this is my really tight hip. So just taking the time to kind of check in with it, not shock it by going really deep, but stay a little softer. Find that slight flexion of the feet, that ankle, knee, hip alignment helps. That flexion helps with that. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. And if you like, you can always take this right leg, extend it long. Notice how that feels. And then circle the ankle if you feel right about it. Really making this practice today all about you. Switch directions if you're circling that ankle. And then you might just bend that knee again. Taking a breath here and inhale. And just maybe drawing in a little bit more softly with that exhale. Feels good. Take another breath there. And then as we release, we bring that right foot down to the earth. And we draw that left knee in, and then we're going to bring that right foot back up. So just a nice hug of the knees into the chest. And again, that support underneath our sacrum sort of helps us deepen into this. Should feel good. Neck is long. Take a pause here. And then slide the soles of the feet down to the earth. Take your time. And you can lift the hips up and just very slowly slide the support out from underneath your back. And you can always take this rolled towel and slide it down behind your knees. Let the legs extend long. Let the arms move away from your body, palm facing up. Let the legs relax. I always love that. I find I first arrive and I'm a little gripping. Take a breath here and just let everything go. Inhale. And exhale. Just letting yourself be right here for a few moments together. Dropping into our practice. Noticing how our body, mind, our soul, our spirit feels. Just let go. Move into this heart space even deeper, more deeply. A space full of love, full of kindness that gets sort of clouded along the way of life. And each day that we show up for ourselves, whether here for the practice of yoga or just pausing for the practice of one of the limbs of yoga. Meditation, breath, stillness, study. Let yourself be just a little bit longer. Just allow yourself to have this peace, this ease. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. As the in-breath grows deep, the out-breath grows slow. Breathing in makes me calm. Breathing out brings me ease. With the in-breath, I smile. And with the out-breath, I release. Breathing in, there is only this present moment. Breathing out, it's a wonderful, beautiful moment. And softly just begin to roll yourself to your side. And then making your way up to your seat. And just noticing how you feel. Nice calm practice. Some nice deep stretches. Just allow this to move you into your day with ease, with love, with kindness. Bring your hands to your heart center. Bow into that space, maybe that intention that you set. Beautiful. Take a nice inhale as you lift your head. Exhale out through the mouth. And inhale together for Om. And as we bow to ourselves, we bow to each other. All the beauty, all the light, all the love inside of me, inside of you. Take that, please. Take that out into the world. Take that out into your day. Namaste. Thank you, dear yogis. Thank you for practicing with me. Truly practicing with me. It's such a lovely opportunity to be with you, and I feel good. I hope you feel good. Enjoy your day. Let me know if you're enjoying the practice and if there's anything else that I can be doing or teaching that you might be searching for as summer arrives. We're going to, kind of mix it up a little bit. So let me know your thoughts. Thanks.